So do we gotta sing the intro? All right, you ready?
What's up, y'all? We here with
Woola,
and Damn Diamond, and it's Two Little Booties.
two little booties,
Two Little Booties.
Two Little Booties podcast.
You want to introduce our guest today?
For sure. So we have the lovely Roni Shanell, comedian.
Hey.
How you doing?
Life is good. I can't complain.
Good, good. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, and we also got the man Top Shelf in the
Hey,
building.
the Taste Bud Bully.
All right, with premium taste.
It's premium, baby.
We got food in the building. I'm
Oh
happy.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Very
He said
happy.
it's warm too, so we might want to open that, crack that up. So what you got for us today, Top?
So I had to bring the famous lamb chops, Tops Chops,
Ooh wee.
and Dar's 5 Cheese Mac.
Uh,
That's what put us on the map, you know.
Shout out
Good as
And I
well.
threw a little vegetable in there for you. A little zucchini and squash blend.
Okay. These are all like my favorite things. I'm
That,
happy.
that worked out perfectly then.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, damn Diamond.
Happy birthday to
Okay,
me.
okay.
happy birthday.
So how young is you?
I am about to be 33.
Okay, I remember
33.
And on TV, she
And
25.
I don't see me on
Okay.
Yeah, my birthday is actually Monday, but this was all a surprise to me. I set this up. I was
This
not
is-
expecting this at all, so I'm real thankful
she
for
did
this
tell
and
me that it
excited.
was gonna be a
And more
surprise
excited
for
that
you.
I got some food and cake.
I'm excited about the cake.
Good, good. So what have you been up to, Top?
Well, we've been, trying to make sure we had every event in the city, from corporate meetings to Shanika's baby shower, and we are been working outside of the black-owned liquor store, the Liquor Basket, over on Gratiot, 3643 Gratiot. Yes, that's what
Good.
that's what get us there, as seen on Fox 2.
Would you like to try some?
I will, most definitely.
And
Get one of these birthday
she definitely know what's up from the Thursday night comedies with Mike Larry.
Yes.
So yeah, we've been doing that. So yeah, we just trying to stay active, be everywhere empty stomach is.
That's what's up. And I really don't know how it all came about, but when I was doing my comedy shows, you all were the caterers.
Yes,
So
yes.
I think it was through my sister somehow. Got in. Yep.
Peace, baby.
Yeah, thank you. Yep. So yeah, and everybody threw the back.
Yeah, I was just talking about that with
And the lamb
Darshell.
chops. That was. I think those was like the
Yep.
two.
Yeah.
Top talked about.
So we made sure I can't go nowhere without it pretty much. They gonna ask me if we have something else. You see us at a pop-up or something. I try to do variety, but somebody that know, they're gonna be like, you ain't
That's
got
the
the
main
lamb?
thing everybody
You
want
ain't got
though.
the-"
Like you gotta have a Mac.
You gotta have a Mac.
And shit, everybody on lamb chops now, so
Yeah.
Everybody on.
Yeah.
On good lamb chops.
good lamb chops. I make some
All
good ass
lamb
lamb
chops
chops.
are not created equal.
Thank you
Right,
for saying
that's
that.
the
She
truth.
said it, I didn't.
So do you make your own zip sauce?
Yep.
Okay.
So we make our own zip sauce. It's a foundation from Pantheon. I'm a former chef from Pantheon.
I know I
Okay.
knew this lamb chops somewhere.
Somebody say I've been there
Number
too.
one day shift
I was
still.
there for the lamb chops. That's the only reason I went.
You know what I'm saying? So that was 2016, 2015. So around that time. So yeah, a lot has definitely transpired in that time. Then we had been down at Mixed Brick Town for 4 years. Shout out Linda Carter. And then we've been blessed with a building of our own, a 6 Mile Evergreen. We'll be opening up soon. So keep an eye out on that.
Good, close to me.
Congratulations.
Look, new
Yes, this
customer.
is good. Listen, I'm just glad these vegetables season. I can't stand no bland ass vegetables. They so seasoned and it's so good.
And I had to get my son to eat them, so we had to do it up.
Same.
And then not overcooked either.
That's a
That's
whole
good.
different level of cooking when you cooking for a kid. Trying to
Yes.
make them eat vegetables. I got a 4-year-old, and it's so funny because when he goes to school, if they have green beans or broccoli, he won't eat it because it's not seasoned.
Because it's not seasoned.
it's not seasoned, I'll be telling him, I'm like, listen, ask them
Girl.
if they got salt and pepper.
Right. And I'm gonna make
That's
sure I
them.
get some seasoning for you for
Okay.
them.
Okay,
I get
cool.
some seasoning for you. Dara's rub. She really got all the. That's her mac. She got the rub for the vegetables and the chicken. So
Oh, so she put you together.
yeah, we put each other together. But yes,
Okay.
How long I got to do this? Because it's good. I'm ready.
Go ahead.
she said, "How long I gotta do this?"
How long I got to do this? This good.
I'm scared
Thank
to go
you.
into these
Thank
lam
you.
chops.
Don't
I'm
do
gonna
it.
be,
I
I'm
wouldn't
gone.
do it.
I'm
I
gone
ain't
after
She's
that.
like, we do have questions to ask. We're gonna be
You need
munching.
to eat that in private.
I'll be like,
I ain't want to
hold
make no
on, hold
noises.
on,
I was
listen.
this close
Right
to
now, this
humming.
done turned into a mukbang.
Right, everybody, we gonna
Yeah.
turn up the sound on our chewing.
Yeah,
You do a little cooking too, right, Ronnie?
I do. Ronnie Shanell's comfort cuisine.
Okay.
I do a lot of catering events,
Okay.
private events. Just really growing. I've been doing it for about almost 2 years now. I started during the pandemic. Bored, needed money, and people would
Yes,
always come
yes.
to my house to eat anyway. And I was always cooking for big family events, so I just decided to start selling food, and it's grown, and I turned into a business, turned into a legit business. You know,
That's what's up.
got it
Hey.
licensed and everything. So Ronnie Shanell's Comfort Cuisines is growing and doing big things right now.
So we really should have had a battle of the caterers.
Listen,
Listen,
I would have
eat.
came in
Gotta
too.
eat on.
Listen, I ain't trying to compete. That was good, okay? I make good lamb chops, but that lamb chop is chopping, okay?
The chop
That's
is
what's up.
chopping.
you made
Definitely
me
appreciate that.
question my recipe.
Talking about, damn.
I'm about to go home
I'm like,
and
I
tell
hold on,
everybody.
I gotta bite into
okay?
this because I get people that always ask me to make lamb chops, but I gotta taste this sauce real quick.
Man, I'm mad at them for telling me they was good. 'Cause they're not good compared to these. These are amazing.
Look, long they don't try it. Look. Keep
They're
making your
really good. Yeah, they're really
Okay.
good.
Okay. And they tender.
They good. Oh man.
Mm.
Yes. New Zealand. Make sure.
I
get
make
that.
some good lamb
Top
chops. Too.
shelf.
I love cooking as well. And it's funny that you say you started during the pandemic. Like, I started at a time selling dinners randomly when it was just like I needed to make some extra money. And people will always, when I cook, I take pictures and they'd be like, can I get a plate? I pay for a plate. And I was like, let me just start selling dinners for a minute. And it got
yeah.
so overwhelming. I'm like, I was in a little apartment and I'm like, I can't do this by myself. And I don't have the space to do it, so I stopped doing it. But I'm like, it's definitely something that I would like to look back into later on down the line. Because
Definitely.
I really do love cooking.
And with cooking and food being forever, you know what I'm saying, it's never
It's never not going to be in demand.
exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. So there's always time for that, for sure. But you definitely need a team.
Help,
We
yes.
finding that out
'Cause
now.
I found that out
got
the
like
hard way.
we got like a staff of 13 now.
Oh,
you know?
wow.
And when we were doing the comedy show then, it wasn't even like that. you know?
Right.
So yeah.
That's what's up.
So let me ask you something. This is something I've always wondered when you do have a team as a chef. Is it hard trying to train people to cook
Yes.
like you and season like you? Because I feel like I'm the person that goes in somebody's kitchen and it's just like if I say I'm about to take over. Like if you let me do a little bit, I'm about to just take over the whole thing and cook because I want to make sure it's right.
That's why you can't come to my kitchen.
That's
That's all I'm letting nobody in my kitchen.
I
So-
always take over.
Yeah, it is a tough thing, but me, I had to learn to kind of let go. People are going to make mistakes and things like that, and it's not necessarily going to taste like yours, even with the recipe to the T. Because another thing is passion and love, and that's something that you can't train. That's something that you can't teach. You have to have that, or because people be like, what did y'all put in this? Like, and we have to say such and such love.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And because that's major key. Get your music playing. Got to be in a good mood, good spirit, because that all matters.
Maybe I'm a real chef at heart because I be feeling that.
I think you should cook on the next one.
I think I
And,
should bring some food
yeah.
for the next one. Maybe
For
I'll
sure,
do that.
for sure. Invite me.
I'm where
The
you
only thing I
at.
do better than cook is eat.
I'm where
Okay.
you at in the stages of the help. You know, I do everything basically by myself. My
Right.
daughters help me. You know, my dude, he might chop some onions and peppers here and there and deliver if I,
Yeah.
you know. But for the most part,
But
I do
even
it.
but even that,
on my
you know what I
own.
mean? You know, even that prep work and that delivery work is it gives you a little bit of breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, I can cook a little bit, but I'm not really a chef. I can bake from scratch. I'm really good at that. But as far as
not baking.
cooking, it's really hard for me because I'm not that organized. Like,
Okay.
as far as setting the time out, prepping food, then I had kids, and it just be so much going on. I'd be like, okay, let's
But
go
it's
get
so
something.
easy to mess up when you bake. You burn stuff super fast. Like, I cannot bake.
I
I
can
cannot
bake.
bake.
I can't bake.
I can bake.
You can
You
bake.
can?
I'm impatient. And you gotta measure.
But see,
Listen,
I also
I'm
gotta
that person
be.
keep peeking in the oven. I'd have messed the whole cake up.
and it failed on you.
I really gotta be in the mood to bake. Like, I can really bake, and people like the things that I bake, but I really have to be in the mood. And I find that I'm in the mood when I'm just like in a good relationship. And then that's when I wanna. That's when I
That's what's up.
and
You know what I'm
bake.
saying?
So I
Yeah.
haven't baked
trying to
anything
hook a
in
nigga.
years.
She said I haven't baked in years.
Can I say
though.
nigga on here?
Yeah.
Okay, you trying to hook a nigga? That's why you baking cake.
Right.
I got my dude with the wings. I made Henny and Coke wings, and yeah, left his
Look,
girl. That's what's up.
He said left his girl.
Yep.
Yeah. We need to try
All
that
right,
one
Top.
time.
So we're gonna let you be the first one to pull from the booty bucket.
Okay.
Before we get into the topic, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to you. It's the booty bucket. We're gonna shake it up a little bit. This
What
ain't
is the
really
booty
mixing
bucket?
but so what you do? You pick a booty. Try not to look at them.
Okay.
Well, look at the ass. We want you to look at the
and
ass.
then read the question.
Yes.
And you can show the camera which booty you got.
And tell us about the ass. Tell us, is it a nice ass? Could you grip your hand on that ass?
Is that the type of ass you prefer?
Well, this ass looks familiar.
Two little booties back.
I don't even know how I picked it. It looked very familiar to the ass I've been grabbing for quite a while. And then we're gonna say, freakiest thing you ever done. What is the freakiest thing I've ever done?
You can think about it.
Yeah.
We get real personal on here real quick. So
Go 0 to 100 real quick.
Live on the Two Little Booties podcast.
Or one of the freakiest.
I think
Don't have to be the top shelf freakiest.
not the top show.
I don't know
Be
if it's the freakiest. It's just I'm more about pleasing. I want to say I like to be passionate and in tune. So freaky kind of.
Whatever that entails, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
He gets down and
You know,
dirty.
It's
you know.
different levels for everybody. So, something we might feel is freaky, he might feel is normal. Like
Right.
that, I don't think that's too freaky.
Yeah, I
Or
like
it
it
could
in
be
my
the other
ear.
way around. It's levels.
Put
to
it in your ear, ain't freaky.
Right.
Yeah,
I did that yesterday.
Exactly.
Did it in the car.
I thought everybody put
That
it
was
in their
just
ear.
regular. That wasn't top shelf.
I thought everybody put it in their ear.
That was just regular.
Yeah.
So I just think mine is just being in tune with that person, which brings out the freak in you. The more
And
you
her.
are, and her,
Mhm.
and her.
That's what's up. You want to answer the same question or you want to pull?
No, I did too much stuff. I'm not answering that question. Give me something else.
Booty bucket.
Now, while you pull, Ronnie, tell us about comedy. How did you get into comedy?
So I've always been a great storyteller, able to hold an audience. Performed all my life, whether it was dancing, tried to sing a little bit, and here and there, anything I can get my hands on, any stage I can get on, I did. And so comedy came very natural to me, just my personality. And back in 2015, it was New Year's Day. I went to a party with a friend, and these girls were like, they never met me. They were like, "Oh my God, you should do stand-up comedy." And I was like, I thought about it. It was on my list, my bucket list. I thought about it, just never knew how to get a start. And then a few weeks later, I went on the Martin Luther King ski weekend trip in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, with DJ Tay Rock and Moan Jones, Cedric Hubbard, and some other gentlemen from Detroit had a bus, and I got on that bus. And the whole ride there, I was making them laugh, you know. And then on the way back, they said, well, let's have a talent show because everybody was getting sleepy. Mm-hmm. And let's have a talent show. So somebody got up and sang, somebody rapped, somebody did poetry. And my friends made me go up. They said, go tell some jokes. And I basically got up there and told jokes and stories about that weekend. My first joke I ever wrote was called That Young Nigga, though. You know, and it was about the young nigga that weekend. You know, I thought we was together, you know. I did. It was a great weekend with that young nigga. He had drank my liquor that weekend. That nigga stayed in my room. The whole weekend, come to find out he didn't pay for a room. You know? and when it was over, I was like, you know, I look forward. I'm gonna come visit you. You know, I'll see you soon. And I had text him, and he didn't respond. I was like, it's just a. No, but we ended up kicking it later. I'm just saying, but that day,
right?
I was like, that young nigga did something to me. You know what I'm saying? So that was my first joke. That was the very first joke I ever wrote. And 2 weeks later, that following week, I went and met the great late legend Kool-Aid. Bless you.
Thank you.
I went and met Kool-Aid at Baker's for Monday Night Comedy. Introduced me. He said, hey, my girl is funny. You think she can get on? And Kool-Aid was like, you think you can do, I don't know, is she funny? I was like, yeah, I was cocky, you know, I thought I was the shit. You think you can do 7 minutes? I said, yeah, I can do 7 minutes. And the following Monday was my night. He said, go up there and do 7 minutes. And I didn't think anybody would show up. It was a real bad snowstorm day at the Super Bowl that year. Real bad snowstorm. I walked in, I got there, and the house was packed. Like, everybody that came out to support me. And I was supposed to do 7 minutes, and I guess the crowd was enjoying me. He didn't bring me down for 22 minutes.
Wow. That's amazing.
Okay.
Because 7 minutes can seem like a real long time when you on stage.
When you first start, you might do 3.
Yeah. I did my very first time on stage. I did 22 minutes, and it was just like the best feeling in the world. And I've been grinding and going ever since.
That's good.
Okay, so my question is. Most embarrassing thing that has happened during sex.
Dun, dun, dun.
I've had many of those.
You know, you got some funny
the
stories.
standard, you know, pass gas, you know. Pass
That's
gas.
regular.
That's everybody does that. Hey, Ryan. Most embarrassing thing, I would say, saying the wrong name is embarrassing. A little much. That's why I don't drink no more.
Yeah, that right.
That's part of it.
That's one of the reasons I don't drink no more.
That is not
the
main
Tito's
reason.
kick in and you forget. It's like, oh my God, you're doing a great job.
How did that end?
Greg.
It ended.
Egg immediately.
She said, how did that end?
That was the second and last date.
That's too bad.
Yeah, that was it. I don't think it get no worse than that.
Saying the wrong name, yeah.
We cool though. He understood. I mean, afterwards, not in that moment.
Right.
We finished.
Thought I was role playing.
So did he brought it up afterwards, like
Hey, last night I ain't want to say shit because I didn't want to ruin the mood and everything. But you had called me.
who the fuck is that nigga James?
I was like, boy, you just tripping. You was drunk too. You didn't hear that. He's like, no, I heard it. Don't call me no more. I was like, all right, I understand.
Don't call
and
me
took that L. Like,
I ain't like him like that for real anyway. So, yeah.
Okay.
It's what it is.
right.
Truth.
The truth.
The truth.
That's what everybody say when they get dumped. I ain't like him like that. I
Damn.
cried for 2 weeks. I was like, oh.
What's his name?
I cried for 2 weeks.
Gonna protect them. Protect the innocent.
So today we talking about ask versus offer. So by that we mean like in a relationship, ladies, do you find it easier to get things from your dude by like letting him offer, or do you find yourself asking for what you want to get it, or R1 guy, top here. What is it for you? Like, do you? I don't know. For me personally, it's hard to ask. So I'm always expecting someone to offer, and then when you don't, I just stop liking you. So I want you to offer. I want you to figure me out, and then just
Read my mind,
read
nigga.
my motherfucking mind. Like, know
No,
me.
I feel the same way. Like I'm very, I guess you can say prideful. Like when it comes to asking for things,
Okay.
I don't like asking because I don't like seeming like I'm begging. I don't
Right.
want to be looked at that way or like I'm needy or something like that. So it's like I may ask because it's like it's a two-way thing. Like it's like people say closed mouths don't get fed,
Correct.
but then some people be like they don't want you to ask because they might feel like, oh, depending on what you asking for, you a gold digger or you know what I'm saying, like she trying to use me. So it's like you gotta, I guess you
So
gotta
it-
know who you dealing with at the same time.
Yeah, I guess you got to know who you're dealing with, and also I guess it depends on
The person.
what is being asked. Cause I mean, some things, shouldn't have to be asked, but I believe
Like what though?
Time,
Okay.
quality time, going out, whether that's a date or just to kick it or whatnot. Just like I knew I was doing this, and I asked my lady if she wanted to come out. So it's almost like a work date for us, you know. So I guess it really depends.
What's your two?
I don't like to ask. I was raised. My dad was a great provider, and what you said about time and things like that. To me, that's a given. I will say, hey, babe. We've been both really busy lately. We need to go out on a date, or we need to. I will say that because sometimes we get caught up in just everyday life, but for things that I may need, my dad, I never had to ask for anything. I remember one time, my car, something happened to my car, and I called my dad to come take me to work. I said, Dad, my car won't start. It was wintertime. I said, my car won't start. And he came over and took me to work. Well, he noticed my tires were bald. So when I got off work, I came home. I had a set of brand new tires on my car. He said, you can't be driving around with these tires on your car like that. You got kids. You can't. It's not safe to drive like that. And I don't expect men to do for me, but I don't feel like I should have to ask. If there's a need and you see a need, you should offer to fulfill it. So I'm not the asking type.
Exactly.
I'll get it on my own.
If I
or I'll
see
suffer
that's
without
the
it.
need.
That's it's the same thing. I will suffer without it. Like I may ask you once, but if you don't do it then, or you take your time on it, I'ma just assume you gonna probably do it later. You gonna get around to it. But if you never do it, it's like I'm never asking you again.
Yeah.
Because now I look stupid because I asked you and you didn't do it.
And that's made me feel like I'm begging.
Exactly.
Yes.
I don't want to feel like I'm begging. But things like that, like, okay, maybe a guy not going to buy a full set of tires. But if you see I need gas in my car, go put some gas in my car.
But it ain't gotta be brand new. Go get some used.
Yeah, do
help a
something.
bitch out. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I'm a giver also.
That.
So
That's important too.
And I don't
ladies.
give to receive or to get anything back. I
Yeah.
give out of the kindness of my heart. But it does feel good for people to do and offer for you to you.
But it's not always reciprocated.
Yes.
So that's the unfortunate thing.
Okay.
I was just gonna say I didn't have a daddy growing up, so my daddy didn't do that for me. But I still
So you was slipping and sliding all over the
So
place.
I don't know where I got my need for needing a man to offer. But I just feel like if I'm with you, just like Ronnie said, I'm a giver and I'm a very thoughtful person. So like you, even though I ain't never been with no man who had some busted shoes and needed new shoes, but if I seen him with some busted shoes, he wouldn't have to ask me. I would go and get it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm that type of person, and I expect my man to be. And so like I've dealt with people who's not that person who just sees where he can like help out or do for me, even in a relationship. And then I also dealt with someone who was very on it, like, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, why your engine light on? Let's go see, and get it fixed or whatever. And it did especially like the manly things, you know what I'm saying? Like of course I have to do for myself and handle my own, but once I bring you in, or once you decide that we part, a team,
Right.
then I expect for you to start handling something. Like, I shouldn't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, especially like that manly stuff, I hate. Like, even though I will go check about the top, whatever about the car. I don't want to deal with the car, and you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So if I have a man,
that.
I expect him to like keep my car up, and like, or it just not even like all the time. Like, oh, here, let me go do it, but. You
need
to
an
go
oil
get that
change.
check.
Here
Yeah,
go $60, $70. Go get your oil change.
Yeah. So like my last relationship, I found myself a lot, and that was something I wanted to talk about. Like, do you ever think about another, like an ex in a certain situation? You know what I'm saying? Because that ex might have
I
been.
would have had some gas already.
that ex might have been the one that was doing something in some area or covering some areas that your present isn't. You know what I'm saying?
Or it could be the other way around.
Yeah, and so that seemed to have happened a lot for me in my last little thing. Cause
I avoid comparison to the
yeah,
ex.
I try not to, but it'd be like, damn, if I was still with.
It shouldn't be, because you ain't with him, and it's a reason why you ain't with him. It's a trade off.
He got locked up.
So, okay. Well, he didn't leave you. He not on purpose anyway. When the judge break y'all up, I get it.
Right.
Okay?
He said when the judge break y'all up.
That was the judge that
It
said
was
y'all
some
shouldn't be together.
unforeseen circumstances. Look. And so it just be like, I don't try to do a comparison either, because then that kind of steer you away from your present relationship, I think. But
How long he gonna be gone?
I'm like, damn.
You couldn't wait?
Look, and that's the thing. Our relationship was new, like fresh, like a few months, and then he went away, and then it was a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, people was lying on me, his family and stuff, which so it didn't work out or whatever. But he got out, but that was that.
It was already over.
It was already done with. Yeah, but.
So I guess you would have to have them type of conversations in the beginning, like, if we gonna be together, I kind of expect this type of thing.
Check my air pressure
to avoid yourself from comparing. I guess like, this is the type of things, like, I kind of expect. I don't want to put no expectations on nobody, but I would like it if I wouldn't have to ask you to do this, because I don't like fucking around with my car. So.
You said about comparison to the ex. I had an issue. I don't anymore, but it wasn't an ex. It was my dad.
Oh.
It was my dad. And I my theory was, I had to ask my daddy. I shouldn't have to ask, my daddy did this, or my daddy did that, or, excuse my language in the way I'm about to say it, but you ain't fucking your daddy. You with somebody else. You're in a relationship with another man. They're not your parent. They're not your dad. They don't got to take care of you. Mm-hmm. They don't have to do those things for you. If they do it, it's great. It's a plus. But you can't expect for a man to do what your daddy did for you. Right. And a lot of women got that messed up. Mm-hmm. Your daddy is your daddy. That's totally different.
But they also say, like, your daddy set your standard for you, Right. Don't they say that?
Your daddy sets the standard.
Look, I read about it. I didn't have one. So look,
I told you I didn't have one. That's what they told me at vacation Bible school.
Your daddy is the first example of the man.
It's supposed to be, but it ain't always like that. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it could be a gift and a curse sometimes. Mm-hmm. I look at it, and I was like, I was blessed and fortunate to have a daddy like I did, but I also. I didn't have a man for a long time because I wanted them to do for me like my
your dad. Yeah.
Right. That makes sense.
I can see that.
So you want to pull from the booty bucket?
Okay, I'll pull from the booty bucket because I love booties.
I love booties.
You cheating. I'm like, you looking at it.
Look, let me see. It's like, no, okay. I'm about to just pull one. Oh, this was a good one. I like this picture. Yes, I'm the artiste. And this one is getting ready for a quickie. So she put her pants down.
Okay.
It's a nice booty.
Yes, I think so too. Okay. Do you prefer to be dominant or submissive during sex? All right. During sex. Let me think. Let me put myself there. No. I like to be I think I like to be I like being dominant. That's what it is. Yeah. I think it is. I'm pretty sure.
So you just like to be in control of everything.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because you weren't sure, but you're sure. You're sure.
Yeah, I'm really
Yep.
processing this because, like during sex, I like to be in control because I want to enjoy it because usually they're going to enjoy it however they do it, you know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure it's
I get
pleasing to
mine.
me, you know what I'm saying?
Basically.
So, and like I had to tell somebody before, like I don't know who you mess with before, you know what I'm saying? But be gentle with me, baby. Like don't do all that rough stuff. So I think dominant like that is like where I'm telling you how I like it,
Not like
what I want. But see, and I was gonna go there because I also had a situation.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, let's talk about it. So it was this man. He wanted to
smack on
get
this
dogged the fuck out. Okay, I met him. At the gas station. This was some years ago, and shit, he had me on some shit. I started researching because I had no idea about what the fuck I had to do. Like, I met him at the gas station, and I wasn't like.
That's where you started off wrong.
Look, I met him at the gas station, and I wasn't even like he wanted to pump my gas. I was like, no, I got my gas. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, he wanted to pay for my gas. I was like, I already paid for it. Let me pump it. No, it's pumping or whatever. I think I was sitting in my car, and he was like, well, let me take it out then. And he took it out. Then he just wanted to talk, and I'm like, no, I gotta go to work. He was like, well, let me take you to lunch or whatever. So for whatever reason, I gave him my number. I think I gave him my Google number too. And he started like soon when I drove off, like he was just calling like, so what area you gonna be in? I wanna take you to lunch,
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, well I'm in Midtown, and we went to what's the black block? Yes, we went to the block. We went to the block, and at the block, he didn't even want to eat. He wanted to watch me eat. And then that's when I knew
On the first date?
on the first date that it was going.
So he
Crazy.
did not buy anything. He just watched you.
No, he bought whatever I wanted, but he didn't buy himself anything. And then the other it was some weird shit, okay? But he was eating a sucker the whole time. So it was.
Oh, you be having the weirdest stories with these guys.
I know, it was so weird. He was eating a sucker, like just talking to me regular, like, oh, you sure you want something to do? I just ordered me some food. We was talking, chit chat. We ended up knowing like some people or whatever, and he was cool. But then I also saw he was somewhere else with it, but he was cool. But he wanted me. He was like, I want you to take me around your friends and like dog me, like call him a bitch and degrade him. He was into that type of shit, and I'm like, okay. Let me look this up. I had to look up like that BDSM stuff and try to get into that a little bit, but I only touched it like the surface. We did kind of take it there, but
Did you have to like warn your friends, like, look, girl, I'm bringing this nigga around?
They knew.
I was about to say, because that'd be real
He
awkward
ain't
if you just get around your friends and be like, hey, bitch, come over here.
Get your stupid ass
they'll
over
be
here.
like-
Sit down.
I'd be like, hola. Like, don't be rude. Like,
Yeah, so
you
like
treating them
I'm
like
trying
that?
to think
Why are
how
you
long
doing
we
that?
end up talking. It was some months. It was some months, but like he only came around like two of my friends. So it wasn't like, but this what he wanted. He wanted me to take him to an event and like hold the shit out of him. Like that's the type of shit he wanted.
so he get off on embarrassment?
He get off on him.
But that was embarrassing for both of y'all.
But that's
You know
what I'm saying. But
Yeah, 'cause
that's
it
why I
was
had to do it
awkward for
quiet.
you.
Hey, little bitch, like do it quietly, like you know.
Come
'cause-
on.
Treat him
Yeah.
like a little kid, like pinch him like real hard, like.
Yes, he wanted to be put in. He wanted to get in trouble. And
Okay, I feel like this stems back to some childhood issues or something like that.
maybe, but it's some. I forgot now because it was a few years ago. But
She said he
it's
wants
some.
to get in
It's some
trouble.
word. I mean, it's a title and stuff for that.
Yeah.
I forgot right now.
Oh,
And I
ass
should
nigga.
did.
He said, dog walk me.
Yes, literally.
Oh
Dog
my
hole.
God.
Dog hole.
Yeah. So that's when I really had to be dominant. Kinda.
So you enjoyed that with him?
You know,
That's
I
the question, because the question was, are you dominant or submissive? And that seemed like that
That's a
put you
different
in
type
a.
of.
Yeah, that
You
was
was
Dominant.
forced to be dominant. But
yes.
it's a different type of dominant as well. It's not
Yeah.
just taking control. It's like you degrading somebody.
Yes.
Jules said you should have left him at the gas station.
I tried.
She definitely tried.
A
She said, I
dime.
paid for
Left
my
him to
gas
pump somebody
already.
else's gas.
It's already pumping. It's already pumping.
I tried like 3 times to shut him down. Then once he was like, well, where, I was like, okay, well, I'm here. And I just had to walk to eat. But it was an experience and I enjoyed it. And I also I could see how people get into that. Because it's like, wow, you really gonna let me go this far with you? Like, what else can I do? I don't know.
Exactly. Okay.
They had a whole episode
Interesting.
about it on CSI Miami. That's my people.
Somebody said that.
Yeah,
What happened on the episode?
Ronnie said they had an episode of CSI Miami about that.
Wow.
What happened? Tell us.
Well, if it was on CSI, Ronnie, what happened? Did
gonna
somebody die?
undemand that.
Well, it was on CSI, so
Right.
somebody
Sorry,
died.
you probably know.
You seen that episode?
That's her shit. Some of that,
Yeah, but
that Law and
that
Order.
that had
vibe.
to be uncomfortable for you if that's not what you're into.
That's what I'm saying. It really was.
It started
It
off.
started
But
off.
see,
Yeah,
said
it
she
started
I mean,
enjoyed
how
off.
much
it.
money? Because I know I had to be some money.
It was
in there.
definitely some
she said
money.
she enjoyed it.
That was the part that I enjoyed.
Look out,
Like,
Diamond, look out.
I'm like, okay.
I'm like, hell
like
yeah.
I met him. I met
Say
him
some
like
more,
in
Tony, say
I met him like the end of October, and then so what he used to do was so it was the going to eat. He didn't want to eat with he want to watch me eat, or when we went to the mall, he want me to just talk down on him, just I don't know I'm saying hoe him, but it was a
You
different
buying this or what?
yeah, something like that. And then
You came in here with no money?
and then while I was at work, he'll be like, you need some gas? And I'll be like, yeah. So he'll just come get my car, fill it up. One time my car caught a flat at my mama house. And I'm like, my car is got a flat. And he was like, okay, where you at? And I told him where I was. And so I'm thinking he's going to call me back. I don't know how I'm imagining. I'm thinking my car needed to be transported somewhere to get the tire fixed.
Right.
And he pulled up. Somebody put the tire on, fixed it, and left. And I didn't know that he had got it fixed or fixed it. And then up until when he got done, I guess, and he let me know that it was done. But
And the problem is what?
Roni said on that episode they dressed up like like babies and animals.
Like who?
He said he was surprised black people do this. They dress up like babies and animals.
Yeah,
I
that's some
ain't-
white shit.
Like,
I
let's
mean,
Yeah,
she is light
Why
skinned.
being dominated?
She light as fuck.
Oh my God!
Right.
How do you bring that to let's dress
yes,
up like
he was
animals?
a black dude. He
With
was
a
a
diaper
black
on.
dude. He was a black dude, and he and so
Was he
about
younger than
the
you?
money. No,
Oh,
he was
okay.
older than me.
That's
he had,
old. That's some old
he had
freaky
to be
man
he
shit.
had to be in his 40s.
Okay.
And he also, so what I was saying, so
Man,
it was
he
like
sound
the
old.
gas thing. He's always see if I needed gas. Then he'd say if I need you need some money. I'm like, yeah. And he would come bring me $500.
So he was. You didn't have to ask. He was an offer.
Yeah,
was
see what
def-
I'm saying? That's
So-
why I'm
Italian,
wondering why
so
they're
he
not
was
together
cool.
now.
So right now, where is he? Do you still have his number? Because if you want to get dogged out,
That's
I
what
am
I'm saying.
more.
I heard
the
that he
will-
was still
And
at
I
the
think
gas
that you're
station. Where she
able
from?
to.
I'm pretty sure my
think
dude
you
would have
able
made
to.
me beat the nigga's ass for $500.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he
Christmas
wanted.
time, you know.
And so what I was getting to say was before the $500, it was it had to be 2 weeks of me knowing. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. I'm about to end this, but when I met him, right, while I'm at work, I find out my friend is in jail in Oakland County. And I'm like, damn, my friend is in jail. I'm thinking she about to have to do a little bit of time.
Right.
Like
right.
a month or maybe. I don't really know, but I'm thinking she gonna do more than a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, my friend is locked, in Oakland County or whatever. I need to get some money. But I was at work, and he was like, okay, well, don't stress about it, blah, blah, blah.
I'm a lawyer.
No, he wasn't a lawyer. But he ended up driving me to Pontiac to go put some money on her books. And then he ended up giving me the money. Like,
put.
I didn't even have to go use my money.
Okay.
When I was getting out, he handed me some money to give to her, and it was like $300. So I gave her like $100.
I'm so smart.
And you
So
broke up with him?
I didn't break up with him. He kind of broke up with me.
Oh, he found somebody else that dogged him more.
Yeah, I think so. I kind of fucked that shit up.
Yeah,
She
you
not
wasn't
putting
good
all
at
caps
dogging.
on
probably
this
I
was
was
being
just
nice to
learning.
him.
I was just learning.
She
You
wasn't
gotta
putting
keep
all
dogging him
caps
after he
on
be
bitch.
nice to you.
Right.
Right.
It was like a low key.
Yeah, like bitch.
Right,
You supposed to dog
I was supposed
him
to
for
smack
real.
his ass up and shit. But
Yeah.
Sit your ass down.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Your ass.
Get in time out.
Empty your pockets,
Gotta tighten your-
nigga.
Get your ass.
that's what he wanted. See, no.
That's interesting.
So if you out there and you see,
Keith.
And you
Keith
watching
from
this,
the
you
gas
listening to
station
this,
on Joy Road
we can meet at
in
the
Greenfield.
same place.
Keith, Pump
Pump
Savvy.
Savvy.
Waiting.
We out here.
I want to know what he's talking
Right. A lot of women are like that.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said,
So
that's
what's
wild.
like that?
Right. What's wild is that's how a lot of women are. As far as what?
On repeat.
Right. All right, birthday girl, you about to pull something?
I'm about to pull from the booty bucket. Let me see.
The booty bucket.
Booty bucket.
This looks like my booty. It's like it's a little bitty booty.
Two little booty. And one
Oh
little booty.
Lord. Would you rather eat ass,
Here we go.
suck toes, or both? I would rather suck toes. Yeah, I would just rather do that. Like, I don't prefer doing that. I've never done that before, but I would rather do that if I had to choose anything.
But you ate ass before. You just never sucked toes.
I
That's what that
tried
sound like
some
to me.
before. I did it before with my man. Yeah.
You did a drive by mistake.
Nah, I did it on purpose.
It was intentional. That's what's up.
I did it on purpose.
Oh, this is first
Um,
degree, premeditated.
But no, we agreed that we're not gonna do that no more. But yeah,
Why'd you do it?
Baby.
cause you know what?
I'm
I
a
heard
man.
a married woman that's around my age was telling me about how her and her husband be trying stuff, and she was like, "Girl, you gotta try it. This, and this. Like, it just elevated things." And I'm like, I always thought niggas was gay or something, like if they like they booty play with or ate or anything like that. And I'm like, I just never thought or seen myself doing no shit like that, because I'm like, I just don't be feeling like guys, not no offense, but I'm just saying, like, some guys just don't be washing their ass good, or you know what I don't know, hair, all that. And I just be like, like, I don't want to do that. And then I was like, well, if you giving head the right way, you know what I'm saying, you low key kind of close to that area anyway. So I was like, she kind of hyped me up to do it. So that's really the only reason I did it. And I kind of put him up on it. So he was like, I ain't really my thing, but if you want to try it, I'll let you try it. And then we just like, okay, that's cool. We gonna leave it at that, though.
That's not it.
It was funny. It was more funny than anything. Like, I was laughing the whole time, and he couldn't take me serious. I couldn't take myself serious. Like, I'm really doing
Just
Well, I
lay
got a
still.
question about it.
Let the legs bite.
That's why I
Throw
want to know,
them
like,
legs bite.
but so you know,
Like, now you about to see how I feel, dude. I'm
Missed
about to
that
put your shit back.
you know, like with the gooch thing, how that's like a sensitive area, so it's kind of like either like ticklish or I don't know what is the feeling?
What is the feeling of the gooch? What is it?
I
Like,
don't know.
so whatever
I
is like
never
a
been.
sensitive area, right? So was the ass? Because I know when I get my ass
AJ, do
ate,
you know? He not even paying no attention.
right?
What do the gooch feel like? y'all lying. It's a
I
part
got
of your
a
body.
joke about that.
Let's
I got a
Y'all
joke
lying.
about
The gooch.
about eating. He said he don't know. You know, most men they do think it's gay, and so my joke I called it doing a drive by. I said I ain't never ate no ass before, but not on purpose. This is what happened. And so I go until I was licking the balls, and he lifted up, raised up on me. I hit him by mistake. And he tried to act like he didn't like because he thought it was gay. But 2 days later, he was like, baby, the other night you had a
You did a room.
Can you hit him on it one more time? But
Right.
suck toes. What was it? It was 3 options.
Eat ass
No,
or
it was only
both.
two.
Toes or
It
both.
was only 2.
Okay. I don't like mine. I don't get pleasure. It's not.
Well, I don't.
I don't want you licking my ass. No, I don't like my ass wet. Like all in the.
That is a very
it's
odd
very
feeling.
uncomfortable. You know,
I'm
stay.
okay. I'm kind of good on that.
I was just having this conversation about oral sex, and I'd be like, you know, it's appreciated. It's not required. Take me to Pound Town. I like penetration.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, but I don't like I don't want you licking in between my ass. I really don't.
Now, I did experience something with the ass because I'm not a big, you don't really have to go that way, for real. But, okay, it's personal, obviously, but we was at a cabin in Georgia, actually. And, like, we you know, like to pull out the cameras and stuff and bring out toys and all that. So, this particular day, we had, like, I dressed up for him. He had low-key dressed up. And then I had a vibrator. And he told me to hold it on myself. And he was licking my ass at the same time. I've never came that hard ever in my life from that. And it was just a different feeling. And I don't even prefer to have my ass licked.
Yeah.
But it was just like those two motions at the same time was...
I didn't know
crazy.
where I
Blended.
thought this story was going when you said you pulled out the vibrator.
No him.
I thought you was about to use it on him.
I put the vibrator
Oh,
on his
okay.
booty. He's like, no.
I'm glad it came back around. Okay.
Nah,
She said, "I'm glad it came back
we leave it
around."
at that. That was the
Somebody
only...
up here, Roni said he really likes you.
Oh my God! I hope that's
Oh,
the older person. I don't even want to know. Never mind.
man.
Well, I'm gonna say I
It's
don't
like
mind
a friend of the family.
getting my
I'm like, I only
ass
know one
ate.
person named that
If
with
you
that
want to
name.
eat ass,
He should
eat
not be hearing
ass.
this.
Do you call him back though? Do you let him do it again?
If the guy doing it, and you more than I never had a guy who I just was like hitting, like it would be like we was in a relationship, or that's the nigga I'm, you know, with, being sexual with. So if he ate my ass, we was like real
Locked in.
acquainted.
said
And
real acquainted.
what I was gonna say, but what I don't like the running spit. I don't like none of that shit. So you could like save that and just give me a good tongue action on the ass, on the clit, whatever. Just keep the spit, the saliva, and let me just do what I'm doing.
I disagree. I want, just like y'all want it wet. When y'all getting y'all shit sucked, I want my shit real wet and slippery too. So you got to get that right, because I don't want, not to say it's gonna be dry, but I just feel like it feel better. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't want it to where it's. Don't do the whole spit in the ass thing. Like I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
If it's
I don't wanna
directly on my
run. I
ass,
don't wanna
then no,
run.
I don't really care for
Some
that.
wild shit going on.
He said,
I'm gonna
I
tell you know what? You know what I think? I ain't gonna lie. More people than ever watch porn now. People always watch porn, but a lot more women are watching porn, and it's at our fingertips right now. You don't have to do it at home on the big screen TV no more. You can do it
Right.
anytime at your fingertips.
I was doing it just now. It's like,
And I believe
The
that
categories.
because we do watch more porn, that we're trying things that we have never even thought about, because we see this on porn now. Things that you would like the whole spit in the mouth thing. Everybody like now that
We just talked about that.
Yeah.
that whole thing. That's some porn shit. And I was like
No.
I second that. No.
Like why? You know what I'm
Immediately
saying?
no.
My mom, you gonna get
Immediately
You
punched.
know
no.
why? You know what I'm saying? Like just
Even though
you know, I'm
tongue
just
kiss,
saying.
you know
It's
what
not
I'm
the
saying?
same. It's just
exactly,
the-
but you just like I don't
But-
understand that.
porn and what we seeing is exposing us to things that we probably never even thought of. And then you watch and you're like, oh, well, I want to spice it up. I want to try something different. So
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with a lot of things that people.
I think
are trying.
people feel a little bit obligated, especially if they married or in a serious relationship, because it's like if they've been together for so long, like you said, they do want to spice it up, or they might feel like they compete and like, what if
No.
somebody's spouse cheated or something with a young girl? Like, oh, this young girl must be doing X, Y, and Z. So
Call
She's
that
spitting your
hoe
mouth.
back.
Come
that
here.
me see what am I not doing?
Call
Or you
that
had these
hoe back,
conversations
'cause
like
you
I
ain't spitting
did.
in my mouth.
Okay, you had these conversations with your friends.
If that's what you into,
Exactly.
call her.
You had these conversations with your friends, and you talking about you thinking you done did something that's freaky. Like we talk about, you know what I'm saying? Like that ain't freaky. I do that all the time. Like that ain't no special occasion type stuff. You had these conversations with your friends, and you thinking you done did some shit, and it's like, well, damn, maybe I should try this.
I think what you were saying about like spicing it up and things like that. I got one move. And
This
this
my
was-
finish.
I got one move. I got a bad knee. This what you gonna get if you this what you gonna get. I the spices I get is I'm gonna bring that leftover chicken to the bedroom. And we gonna eat cold chicken before we do it tonight and see which one of us get heartburn first. That is as spicy as it's gonna
Stupid.
get. I'm telling you, we gonna do that's freaky enough for me. Seeing whose stomach lasts through the ice cream we just ate.
We might not even.
That
get
is living on
started.
the edge.
Let's try that. Let's try that one, baby. I
That
got
is
some
living
vanilla
on the edge,
beans.
okay?
Got a little
That is
vanilla
as freaky
bean
as it
left
gets.
in the freezer.
That's gonna turn me on. Bring that cheesecake. Bring that out the refrigerator when you get back.
Ooh.
I got a question for y'all.
Okay.
So what if it was something like we were talking about, okay, the young girl did it. The young girl did it and you don't. But you want your relationship. How do you feel about that? Is it something that you would do because this is what your man is into? Or would you say, hey, the relationship isn't for me? Or would you allow him to step out and get that?
It depends on what it is. I'm very open to trying new things. If I really care about this person and love this person, I don't want to even think about the fact that maybe he cheated, but it could be like, oh, maybe he said he tried this with a person before, and it's something that I haven't been doing. If I know that's something he likes, I'm open to trying it, even if I don't like it. Now, if it's something I'm absolutely like, no, let's compromise. Let's work on something else. Like, what else can I do that you like? You know what I'm saying? But I need to know up front everything that you really like,
You actually had something to say.
No, I'm just look at you. You want me
Well,
to say something?
I'm gonna say I'm naturally a pleaser, so I enjoy pleasing my guy. And so as long as it's something that I got these glasses on, as long as it is something within my reach, I'm gonna do it. But if it's you have to give me an example to know. I mean, so I could say it's something I wouldn't do, because it is probably something I wouldn't do either. But as of right now, I can't
But it's
really
not on your brain.
think. Huh?
Yeah.
I said it's not on your brain. Though,
Yeah, I
'cause
can't
it's
really
not-
think because I'm really down, really, and then that's me too. Like I really like trying stuff and experiencing things. So I'm really
It's all
Down.
about being open. Yeah,
I
just being
agree
open.
with both of y'all when it comes to that. I'm willing to try at least once. I don't know what I don't like if I've never done it. I've never
Exactly.
tried it. And if it's something that you desire, as long as you ain't, asking me to hurt myself.
right.
Yeah.
I want you to cut your wrist and bleed all right.
Turn me
You
on.
know,
baby.
yeah. As long as you don't want to hit
Bleed
me,
on me.
Right.
As long as you don't want to hit me, I will slap you if that's what you're into. But I do believe
She
that
said,
if
"As long
you
as you don't
if
wanna
you
hit
love
me."
someone, that you should be open to different experience, and if it's not against your morals, and
Yeah.
who you are as a person, then
Agreed.
I don't see nothing wrong with giving something a try.
It's funny because I actually just I saw this on TikTok. It was a test to determine what type you are in the bedroom, like if you're a dominant, submissive, and it gives you like percentages with each category.
Oh, I should've
So
took
it's like a damn near like 100 question little quiz or whatever to ask you, like put you in different situations. Like, would you prefer this or would you prefer this? So I want to say about 97% of mine, it turned out like I was more vanilla, which I feel like I wasn't. And I'm like, I definitely don't think I am. But my boyfriends came back something totally different. And
What's
I'm like,
vanilla?
damn,
Say what's vanilla?
that's more like, I guess you could say it like regular, boring. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
But it was like the type of, I think it was based off the questions because I'm like, I know for a fact that's not it. But his came back totally different. So we had different percentages in this, you know, in the same areas and everything. So I was like, that was real interesting because I'm very open to trying new things. It's just like, but I told him, I'm like, if I, you know, it's not that I don't want to do it. If I don't know or even got it in my head about doing something, if you bring it to me, then you know, it's let's try it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's off limits or I can't do it. I don't know about it or I'm not thinking about it.
Why is it that it's always women that seem like we sacrifice?
That's a good damn question.
That's why I asked him how does he feel about it, because men never, you don't hear men saying, "Oh, I'm willing to try it if it pleases her." Women are willing to, "Oh, I'll give it a try to please my
Yeah,
man," or "I'll do
right.
this because he wants to." But you rarely ever hear men say, like, say what we were just discussing about the whole anal thing. Say, you know, you felt the need to want to try that. Okay.
Ain't no more peach left.
But say you felt that's something you were into,
Uh-huh.
and I don't think men are willing and compromising as women are when it comes
Not as
to
many.
sexual experimentation.
I can agree with that. Because now it's like especially with this new generation of women, you know what I'm saying? Like they are kind of wild, you know what I'm saying, compared to older women or people my age, you know what I'm saying? Like these younger ones, like they with the shits, okay? They with doing everything with whoever, girls, guys, you know, both, whatever. They don't care if a guy is gay or bi. Like they down for stuff like that we would normally be down for. Um, it's I don't know. It's just I don't know. I don't know why men are not open to that. Like I've brought this to somebody before. Like okay, you know how men, I want to have a threesome. I gotta have a threesome. Okay, well that's fine if I give you that. But would you be okay with having a male female threesome? Like what if I want two men to please me and it not be considered a train or nothing like that? Cause y'all not dogging me, y'all not running through me. I want both. I want you eating my pussy. I want you kissing me, and I want you rubbing my feet. I want all this stuff. It's based around me and not around y'all getting y'all nut. Are you okay with that? Because that's what basically a threesome is with two women and a man. We pleasing you, so I want y'all pleasing me. Are you okay with that? So I don't. It's a lot of men that's gonna say hell
I
the fuck
think
no
men
to
are
that.
selfish.
Very selfish.
They selfish.
So
and
nah, if I can't get my MMF, then you ain't getting no regular
MMF.
threesome.
FF.
I don't think I would mind. I don't know. But to bring up why it has never been brought to my attention in my personal life to be like, oh, we should try this or do this. I've always been the, I believe so. Right, baby?
That's baby.
That's baby.
So let me ask you this because I know that this is sometimes controversial in relationships. Some people get tired of being the initiator all the time. Like, does
Yes.
that?
That's true.
Okay, so how do y'all figure that out? Like when it gets to that point, like I'm tired of always being the one to start sex, or I'm tired of always. Like how is that communicated without making her feel, you know, some type of way?
Sometimes it just happens actually. Just recently I missed out on a time of initiation because I was sleepy as fuck. And so it happens. It's just not as often as me.
So are y'all vocal about it, or are you the type that's just like, I'm gonna just lay here instead, and I know she wants some, but I ain't gonna do shit on purpose because I'm gonna try to make her come to me and start this shit.
No.
You're vocal. You're vocal
Yeah,
about it. Okay.
Yeah. Or emotionable.
Come down here.
You know what I'm saying? Like I make it
Come on
real
down
easy
here.
for her to grab
So
it.
come
like,
on down here.
You know what I'm saying?
And like
Babe, wear your clothes.
and like I tell my dude, this pussy ain't gonna eat itself.
Right. I might get in the bed with nothing on, you know, to make it easier.
You better eat it before it get cold.
This pussy ain't gonna eat itself.
That's
You know what? It's funny.
It's that 5 in the morning for me.
Like when you work, I remember
It
being
just be
younger
opposite sometimes.
and just going at it. You know what I'm saying? Like every chance, you know. And even when I first started dating my dude, we were like rabbits. I'm talking about 3-4 times a day, and that was during the pandemic though.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't really working
wasn't
that
else
much.
to
You had some more time.
I had free time, and so it was just like on site. And it was a lot of sites. You know what I'm saying?
Cooking dinners.
But nah, right.
Cooking dinners.
That's all I did was cook and fuck. I cooked and fuck during the pandemic.
Sound fun.
But now, you know, it's real life. We back to work. I do a lot of traveling and just everything. And so we be like, shit, we doing it tonight? Like, that's foreplay for us. I'm like, so we gonna do it before you go to work or when you get off?
Yeah,
so I can be
schedule
up.
So how do y'all? I'm about to say, how do you feel about that, like scheduling sex?
I mean, like, as we be tired. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and it used to just be, I didn't have as much responsibility. You know what I'm saying? But now, I like to do it. And I'm like, okay, babe, it's been 2 days now. What's up? No, I know you play basketball.
Right.
You can say when you get up and play basketball, you can fuck. Like, so I won't know I'm tired
That's why I
shit.
was out of breath.
I won't know I'm tired of shit. And you can dribble that ball, you can drop these balls off at me. I won't.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
You can run up in these. You can run up and down that court. You can run up in these guts.
You better cross over on me.
But
Dump the dick in.
yeah. Slam dunk the dick. This pussy ain't gonna eat itself. But
That's the only dunking you gonna be doing.
But I don't think it's getting sex. It's just like
Oh
we
my
do
God.
have.
Yeah,
to,
it's not like 8 o'clock. Oh,
Yeah,
8 o'clock, we
yeah.
gotta.
It's just like, oh, we fucking tonight.
But it's like
Joe,
today.
Be ready.
But
Today.
Yeah, it's like, hey, today we fucking tonight. You get off, so don't get. I'm ready.
Don't
I'll be
get
here waiting.
tired.
I'm ready.
Don't go to sleep. Don't pass go, nigga.
Don't stay over
Get in the shower.
at work, nigga. Straight here.
Exactly. No OT.
Right.
That's funny. So what we gonna do next? You wanna do one more pull?
Yeah, we can. You can do it because it's your birthday. Oh yeah.
I get a double pull
You get
today.
a double pull.
If y'all wanna bust open them cupcakes, go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah.
Feel free.
It's the Oreo and a
Y'all wanna-
I was
vanilla
already-
bean.
Cut the cake.
Already
Do
scoping.
it.
Eat the cake and make.
What's that?
Yeah.
You said you want one?
Look, you can look. It's your birthday, girl.
I saw you. It's okay. You can. It's your birthday.
When you're, I have another comment for your the 2 men, the MMF threesome. Roni said, no other dick should be out in the room. That's gay.
That's fine. We had a whole conversation discussing that where it's like it's not gonna be like y'all dicks should be nowhere near each other for one.
Ron Anderson said, happy birthday.
Thank you. So yeah, it's not gonna be no gay shit. I don't want anybody to feel
Like
uncomfortable.
a slight ball
But not a ball graze.
like, if we all change the positions, you know,
Not a ball
and he
Ball
grazed his
graze.
balls, you know, that can kind of throw it all off, you know.
Definitely a throw it
Like, it gotta be you sit in the corner while
So we gonna move clockwise. Look,
Yeah.
on the count of
Jim
three.
to the left. Everybody, same motion. Same motion.
Okay. I'm gonna let you pull for me. I keep pulling some. Man. That's funny as hell. A ball grade.
Yeah, but yeah, that can throw it all off. You know, I don't know who hand was that on my balls, but y'all sure this is non-alcoholic?
Placebo
emotion.
effect. We just
What is
told
this? I
you.
gotta get some of this.
All free.
I like this. I gotta get some of this.
Still got that good sparkle.
It do.
Yes. So
Or how
This
about
is
this?
good. I
How
gotta
about we
get some of
switch it
this.
up? We ain't gonna
Okay,
pull.
go ahead.
I will let y'all ask me any question y'all want to ask.
It's good, y'all. Any question? So it's your birthday.
Scorpio season.
Have you had birthday sex today?
No, because my birthday is actually Monday, so I will be having
Oh,
birthday sex
okay.
on my birthday. My babes doesn't stay here. He stays in Georgia, so I'm going there Saturday.
Is it a gift?
Sex a gift? Hell no. I was getting that anyway. I'm overdue, okay? I'm overdue. So no, sex is not a gift, and I feel the same. I feel like he would feel the same way. Like, no, this shit not a gift.
How do you handle the long distance relationship?
It's ghetto. Don't do it. It's hard. It's hard. Like, he's from here. I've been knowing him since I was younger. And I feel like that's kind of the only reason why it works, because we have a certain level of respect for each other, because like I said, we've known each other for so long. So the trust is there. We were seeing each other, like, in the beginning, we were seeing each other pretty often. Because we were always taking trips with each other. I was either always there, we were always somewhere. But it's like ever since, jobs got more demanding and everything, it kind of slowed down. So now things are about to start picking back up. Just got a house. So, yeah, so I'm about to be out there a lot more often. It's very, very hard, though. Like, y'all got to keep communication open. It's just hard not seeing people, and just, when it's just FaceTime or just, even just texting, you don't get people's, like, true feelings. You know what I'm saying? You don't get their body language. You don't get, all of that stuff that you need. And it does start to feel lonely after a while. So it's hard, but y'all got to be both strong to make something like that work.
And both working at it.
Both
Do
got
y'all
to work
have
at it.
FaceTime sex?
Not really. Cause we're not into the whole cyber sex thing like that, but I flash him quite often. He all the time. He gonna see a titty, an ass, or something. He gonna see something. I make sure he sees something. So we gotta. So yeah, with long distance, you do gotta kind of spice it up when y'all not seeing each other. So I'll send pictures, videos, or do what I need to do. Like, he'll be at work, or I might FaceTime him. Like, he look at the screen, it's a titty on the screen, or something. So I just, we try to do it the best way we can.
Yeah, I was in a long distance relationship too. When I was like 15.
That wasn't a
So
jail
it
one,
was
it?
hard. No, I actually met him on Black Planet.
Black Planet.
Man, how old was you, dog?
12.
I was 14.
I heard my brother mention that.
I was like between
Black
14 or
Planet.
15. Yeah, it was a real relationship. Like, I was actually gonna go take the Greyhound to Georgia,
Milwaukee. Oh.
and my godmama told my mama. On
I
me.
guess I'm glad somebody told to catch a predator.
So it started off long distance.
Yeah, he was from
Would've been
Georgia.
there.
Right.
He was from Atlanta, but we was in a relationship like 2 years. I had his name. I had tattooed his name.
Girl, you was gonna catch.
With Indian.
She had his name falling
Chris
down on her
Hansen
page.
was gonna jump out. If
The
you would have
water
made it to
tattoo,
Georgia,
Not
No,
I
that.
can see
it
Chris
wasn't. It
Hansen.
It's a real tattoo? Okay.
It was a real
What is it
tattoo.
now?
I got it covered up when I turned 18, but it's all of this. But it was 2 hearts, and I had his initials right there. It said MC, and then, like, I did this all
At
with
12.
a needle. 14.
That's what's up.
14 and a half.
It's
I was
at
really
12.
in
I'm
love.
telling you, Chris Hansen was waiting on you.
Wait.
Okay? Because I'm like, at 14, I wasn't traveling to Atlanta.
It just
Nor was
come
I
out
getting
like,
tattoos.
hi.
My sister was in Atlanta
What are you
at
doing here?
first. So it kind of helped. And then so I had people in Atlanta. So whenever I could get to Atlanta, I was going to
So
go
y'all
see
actually
him.
saw each other?
We saw each
He was
other.
a real person?
He was a real person.
He wasn't no
but
catfish.
he was the first person to catfish me because in
Oh, was
his
it?
pictures, he looked like Bow Wow, like Lil Bow Wow. I wish I could pull him up. He looked just like Lil Bow Wow on the angles of the pictures, like on Black Planet. When I seen him, he didn't look
Like,
like
nigga,
him.
you look short.
He didn't look
It's a
like Lil
little
Bow
chow
Wow at all.
chow.
He wasn't even short. He wore contact.
He wasn't even little Bow Wow. He was a little rough.
He wore.
Little rough.
You didn't got a nigga named Teddy that was wearing contacts,
And he wore contacts.
trying to be Lil Bow Wow.
He wore contacts for his
Give it up a
pictures.
little
For his
rough,
pictures. Like talking about he had hazel eyes or some
Nah,
shit.
you taking Black Planet too serious now.
Yeah, I was like, I'm a real
Way before
free
filters.
spirited person. And I'm just,
Give it up a
Eating it
little
on
rough.
oh, he was a rapper too. Yep,
Oh shit! So
he was a rapper. And that was my life for
Was
a
he
minute.
good? At least?
Was he good at rapping?
I'm about to
Yeah,
say,
he
y'all
was pretty
doing it. Was
good.
you doing it?
He was pretty good.
Never mind, because if your
Like,
mama's listening.
Right. Let me see. No. We did do it, but it was when I was down there, so I was probably like, cause we talked. Like I said, I was 14, 15, but I actually met him for the first time in person on my 16th birthday. So for my 16th birthday, I was in Atlanta, had my homegirl from Atlanta, and we didn't do it that time because I was like, my sister was monitoring me and my cousin, so they was all, we didn't do nothing then. But then when I went for another time, I was visiting my brother who was down there, and he actually let me go with him, like, you know what I'm saying, like chill with him. And we did it then, and yeah, and I was high. Then my brother was upset with me because I was high.
Not because you was fucking.
Not because you were.
He didn't know.
All right.
Well, he
'Cause the
didn't.
nigga
He
had
It
knew.
was because you was fucking high.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right. I used to love that man, that boy.
For sure.
Oh,
That was my boo.
Rough.
Somebody said-
rough.
Renee said, I'm sick. She's so serious about it.
She definitely serious.
Because it's for real.
It's real.
It was real love. It was puppy love. That's what we used to say.
It was rough.
See, stuck on that Bow Wow shit.
Right. It was around the same time.
She said he looked like Bow Wow. This
I wish I could find.
She
his
like, and he from
picture.
Atlanta too.
Right.
Oh, he probably rapping with Bow Wow.
Look, don't laugh at me.
Oh, that's a great
Yeah.
story.
So that was my long distance relationship. It didn't last.
It's real hard. Like, it's super hard. Y'all ain't never been in no long distance relationships?
Jail. I don't know if you can that long distance, but
No.
I ain't do that
Nothing
long
for real.
because I don't wait for a nigga.
Girls from church conventions.
Oh, them be the best.
The
Every
freaky
year-
ones.
Every
You get
year.
letters
at the
all
convention.
year. Then you get there and be like,
And
oh yeah.
church girls be with the shit.
And then your homeboy snitch on you.
They were doing it in the pool.
We didn't do it, Sister Shanell.
Can't wait till them conventions come up.
Or marry somebody from Black Planet.
I had a long distance when I was like a freshman in college, but it was just because we went to two different colleges, but we saw each other all the time because we both was home. But that was some shit where we both was cheating because it was like, I don't know what that nigga out there doing. Like, we both freshmen in college. I know you fucking around with other bitches. Like,
Yeah. Well, did you have a question for us, or did you have another question?
Let's see.
Cause you had him. I thought this was your show.
You talking about little rough? Oh, that was the question rolling.
Oh, long distance. That's what's up.
Oh my goodness, lamb chop is good. I was just waiting to finish.
Talking about we
Yes.
was ready to
okay,
end it.
because I'm ready to wrap it up.
So
too.
tell
I'm
us,
like, I
tell
need
us
to
what
eat
y'all
this
got
food.
going on. Where next, where somebody could find y'all, try your lamb chops, hear your jokes, or eat your food, and then we gonna end it.
Okay. Because
She
you
like, let me eat my
I'm gonna go
food first.
first. Like I said, the Liquor Basket, Gratiot, 3643 Gratiot. We there from noon to 9 p.m. Tuesdays through Sundays. And we got Club Blue every Saturday. Yeah.
Did you say something about mix?
Yeah, we were at Mix for 4 years. That's where we kind of like branched off when I left Pantheon.
Okay.
And we did that did that for 4 summers. That was something.
Okay, let everybody know your Instagram.
Yep, Instagram is Premium Taste Catering LLC, or you can just look up the hashtag. It's Premium, baby.
It's premium, baby.
Yeah.
Top shelf in the building.
Top shelf.
Not a lovely Roni.
She just looked
That's
at
true.
me.
You looking at me, I'm looking at you. You looking at me, I'm looking at you. Each and every Wednesday night, I host the Comedy and Crab Legs at the Downriver Bar and Grill in Ecorse, right off of Jefferson between Schaefer and Outer Drive. Show starts at 9:30. It's free. It's a lot of fun. Next Wednesday, I have the Mike Larry, One Mike Entertainment, his crew versus Tony Roni's Crack Jokers, which is always good. It's two people from each school or crew battling for a trophy or certificate and some money. It's a lot of fun. Friendly competition. Thursday, I host I Got Next comedy showcase at the Toledo Funny Bone. And that's going on for the next 5 weeks. That's pretty dope. 10 comics, 5 minutes.
We're coming up fuck with you.
It's really dope.
We like Funny Bone.
Funny Bone is dope. Y'all really enjoy that show. Every Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. at the Toledo Funny Bone. I'm hosting there. You can catch me all over. I am everywhere. My next big thing is, one of my next big things is I will be headlining on Broadway at Caroline's on Broadway in Times Square. That's been a long time coming. I won a competition back in 2020. And I finally, my prize is to headline on Broadway.
Congratulations.
Caroline's. Thank you.
Yes.
So December 13th, y'all should fly out to New York. Tickets are $32 round trip.
And let me tell you, she bring her people with her, okay? I met her
As she should.
some years ago, and she was it was some type of comedy, what was it, competition thing, because I remember the next time that I saw you there, you had won the last time, so you had your
Boxing.
Yeah, your boxing fit on. But like everybody in that mug had on her shirts. I forgot what it said, but had
Roni
on.
Shanell is funny as hell.
Yeah.
I sold 122 tickets.
Her people was
That's
the audience.
Hey.
Yeah.
You know I ain't win.
I like that.
They ain't want to give it to me because I
Yeah.
made my money off the tickets. I get it. I made more money than the prize money off the tickets.
A win is a win.
The hate is real.
Yeah, I bought altogether like 47 plane tickets. I bought them last week for people flying out to
They
New York.
really
to
gonna
support.
be out there on the Broadway with her. That's what's up. And you said that's December the what?
December 13th. Yeah.
December 13th.
Tickets right now $32 round trip. If you get them from
That's a
Spirit.
Tuesday.
Yes, it's
Right.
Tuesday. Yeah. It's the Breakout Artist Series at Caroline's on Broadway.
Okay. Well, we definitely want to thank y'all again for coming out. Thank you so much for the food.
Thank you
It was
for the
so
opportunity.
delicious.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Ola. Look, she done brought me flowers
birthday.
and everything, and I was not expecting any of this. And I was just telling her, like, I was just in a real bad place, just not feeling like myself. And this just really made my day. So I really appreciate that.
Me too.
Aw.
I wasn't feeling the
Sweet.
best today, and I'm glad I'm here. I couldn't even my daughter had car trouble, so I was down to one car. Dude had to go to work, and she sent the lift for me to come. And I'm so glad you did,
She's
because I
so
wasn't sure I was
thoughtful.
gonna be able to make it, but I'm glad.
I don't only say this shit. I really live this shit. Like,
You hear me? You hear me?
No, I'm just playing. But
That's
also,
what's
wait,
up, though.
before we get
That's
done,
what's
because
up.
we forgot the last time. Y'all got to guess the booties on the wall. That's 2 little booties up there. 2 little booties. 2
But
little booties.
is y'all booties?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is.
Oh, I know which one your booty.
And
I've
we got to
touched your
guess
booty
without
before.
y'all standing up.
You're
have
the purple
touched
one.
me.
I done touched your booty before.
You have touched my butt before.
It was 1800. I didn't.
I think I got it on video.
Did I got it right?
Hold on, we need to hear him.
You upside down?
Which one is that?
That's the purple.
Purple.
You
Dar,
think
you
she
want-
the purple one?
Dar, you want to go?
This is the first time everybody
the very
gets wrong.
first time
Wrong.
that everybody
Everybody
got
gets
it
wrong.
wrong.
It was the separation of the cheeks of the lips. It was the I was like, no, her booty a little tighter than that.
It doesn't look too far
I
off
gotta show
though.
y'all the booty.
The legs are a little different. I think.
It's more space between that booty at the top.
Yep.
We had to guess the booties, y'all.
Okay.
They
Yeah, I'm
do
sorry.
look the same kind of, but it's a little.
I'm the orange, she the purple.
Yeah.
Her.
This the first time, and it's very unfortunate.
Everybody always
Wait,
gets it
listen.
right.
It's very unfortunate that you got it wrong, guys. We had a gift certificate to give away.
Maybe
so,
next time.
maybe next
This
time.
was gift enough.
But thank you for real for joining
For
us.
sure,
We
for
enjoyed
sure.
you all. Thanks
Yeah.
for the food. Thanks for the love,
you.
the laughs. And we should be seeing y'all soon.
Definitely.
And y'all come back
Definitely.
anytime. You know what I'm saying? We just getting started
Come back
back.
for some of that food.
For sure, for sure.
Gracie said he pulling up on you, chef. All right.
That's what's up.
So two little booties.
Two little booties.
Two little booties.
Two little booties
Podcast. All right.
Yeah, it's fine, y'all.
It's just bring
I don't
Thank
mind.
you.
I don't
Yeah,
mind
bringing the
doing that.
food.